Welcome back to my channel, and I hope and pray that you and your families are doing absolutely fine and everything is okay at your end. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I created. The focus is all on the eyes, as you can already tell, and I have used my very favorite eyeshadow stick from K-Beauty, and I have tried to keep this look as minimal and as doable as possible. It would make me really happy if you watch this complete video, and it would make me even more happier if you guys try to recreate it. This kind of a makeup look can be worn for a casual day out with your friends. You can wear it for a festivity, for a function, for a wedding, or if you are not doing any of these things and you're just sitting at home like me and you want to play with some makeup, you can still go ahead and try this look and you will not be disappointed. You can amp up this look still further, or you can still keep it low-key. Whatever floats your boat, do what makes you happy. I have used 3 new products in this tutorial, and as you continue to watch it, you will know which products I'm talking about. So now I think it's finally time that I jump into this tutorial and put on a voiceover.
So let's get started by prepping up the face first. I'm going to go ahead and use this moisturizer from Cetaphil. What a lovely moisturizer. Then I will go ahead with this face primer. It is serum based. I'm going to give it a good shake, and as you can see, it is pretty runny in nature. I'm just going to massage it very gently onto my face, mainly my cheeks, forehead, chin, nose. Basically, it is a hydrating primer, so it's just going to give me that extra boost of hydration. This is completely non-sticky and it did not blur out my pores. Then I decided to go ahead with my primer from Nykaa. This is silicone based, and I'm just using a little bit of that on my cheeks, nose, and a little bit on my chin, mainly on the areas where I have open large pores. Once that is done and my face is sort of a clean canvas to put the base on, I will go ahead with this foundation from L'Oreal, the Infallible foundation. I will just dot it all over my face, and do not forget your neck. Then using a damp beauty sponge from Pack Cosmetics, I'm just going to buff this foundation. I'm taking my time on this step because this step is key. Also, while buffing the foundation, make sure that you take care of your hairline, your ears, and your neck, because you want your face to match your neck and also your ears. After using a lip balm, I will go ahead with this concealer from Maybelline, the Age Rewind Concealer. I'm going to use a little bit of that all over my eyelids. I'm going to use it as a primer. I'm also going to put a little bit of this concealer on the bridge of my nose, forehead, and a little bit around my lips. Then using the same damp beauty sponge, I will start blending this foundation very neatly. Now I will go ahead with this concealer from L'Oreal, the Infallible range, and I'm just using a very little bit of this concealer just below my under eye area. As you can see, I'm starting to blend this foundation in an upward direction. This technique of blending would make the face look uplifted and the eyes will not look droopy. Now that the blending is taken care of, it's time to set this concealer in place, and I will go ahead and use this loose finishing powder from K-Beauty. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just dust off this powder ever so lightly all over my eyelids, below my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, nose, and around my lips, basically everywhere where I have used the concealer. Next, it is time to move to the eyebrows. I'm using my favorite product from L'Oreal. This is the Brow Genius Kit. I'm just combing out my brow hair and just filling in the bald spots and just giving it a fairly decent shape. Now let's do some fun stuff. Going ahead with this eyeshadow crayon from K-Beauty in the shade Amethyst. It is a nice purple metallic shade, more of an aubergine color. I'm using it very close to my upper lash line, and while I do that, I'm also going to run it all over my eyelid, but I'm going to make sure that I don't take it above the crease. Then using a blending brush, I'm going to start blending the edges around the crease area just to kind of make it very soft and diffuse it further. Also note that while doing the blending, the intensity of this crayon will get lesser, so you can always go ahead and add more color. Just run that eyeshadow crayon once again over your eyelids, again blend a little bit. If you feel that the color is fading off during the blending, go ahead and add some more color, and so on and so forth. I'm doing the same procedure for my other eye, running it all over my eyelids and also very close to my lash line. Then using a blending brush, again blending it, using my finger simultaneously also. And then I'm just diffusing it, sort of making it really soft around the crease area. Now that I'm happy with the way the eyeshadow has blended, I will go ahead in this face palette from Sugar. I'm going to use the contour shade and I'm just going to run it around my crease, kind of just blend it with the purple eyeshadow which I've already laid before this. Now this step is optional. If you want, you can go ahead and do it. Basically, I'm using the contour shade as a transition shade, but if you want, you can completely skip this stage. As you can see, I'm going ahead and adding some more color because I felt that the intensity of the pigment became less. So I went ahead and added some more color. Now I'm using the same eyeshadow crayon and running it on my lower lash line. And then using a pencil brush, I'm just trying to smudge it, basically trying to give it a little smoked out effect. So after smudging and smoking out the lower lash line, it's time to move to the eyelashes. Using an eyelash curler, I will just go ahead and curl my lashes. Then go ahead with the mascara. Here I'm using the Hyper Curl from Maybelline. I'm going to generously coat my top and bottom lashes both. At this stage, if you wish, you can pop on some falsies. I'm going to skip on the falsies. I'm just going ahead with the mascara, and as you can tell, it's already making such a huge difference. Now that the eyelashes are nicely coated with the mascara, it's time to go back to that face palette again. I'm going to use the highlighter shade with a pencil brush and I'm just going to pop it at my inner corners. Now the eyes look nice and open. Going ahead with the face palette again with the contour shade on an angle brush, I'm just going to very gently deposit it on the hollows of my cheek, and while I do that, I'm going to start blending it in an upward direction. While I do that, I'm also going to use this contour shade towards my hairline, at my jawline and a little bit on my nose. As you can see, I'm not doing any kind of harsh contouring. I'm just adding the warmth back to my face because the face was looking flat with all that foundation and that powder. Now it is time to add that healthy flush of color onto my face. Going back in the same face palette with a fluffy brush, I'm picking up the blush and depositing it on the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to start blending it in an upward direction, taking it a little towards my temples and towards my eyes, and whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to run it on my nose, chin and forehead. Then taking a clean, flat fluffy brush, I'm just going to kind of run it all over my face. This is to make sure that the contour, the powder and the blush kind of just melt into each other and there is no excess product sitting on the face. Now it is time to set all of this in place using a makeup fixing spray from NYX. I'm just going to spritz my face, and then again using a damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to gently dab it all over my face and all the excess product will sort of get absorbed into the sponge. Next, going in the face palette once again, I'm going to pick up the highlighter shade and just highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use the same highlighter on the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and then using a fan brush, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the highest points on my face, which would be my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, chin. So as you can see, because it is bling and because it is a highlighter, I'm going a little bit crazy and I'm just really having my fun with the highlighter because a little bit of highlighter wouldn't hurt. Alright then, now that I've got that healthy glow from within, it's time to remove that excess lip balm with the help of a tissue paper. It's time to go ahead with my favorite lip combination. So I'm going ahead with this lipstick from Maybelline, The Touch of Spice, and then I'm just going to top it over with this beautiful lip gloss from the Wet n Wild, the Rebel Rose collection. This is Petal Poison, and instantly the lips look all full, juicy, yummy, sexy, and just like that, I am ready to rock and roll, and this is the finished look.
So that's it. This is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I totally love this eye look. I mean, when do I not love an eye look, especially when it involves glitter, when it involves color. Anyways, I really didn't expect it to turn out so good. I have tried to keep today's makeup look as minimalistic and as doable as possible so that most of you can definitely try this out. You need not have the same eyeshadow stick. It could be an eyeshadow pigment, anything. The idea is just to have fun, and really there are no rules to makeup because we are the ones who create the rules and we are the ones who break the rules. So just go and have fun. There are no rules. You do what makes you happy. So coming back to today's makeup tutorial, I have used 3 new products today. First one being this moisturizer from Cetaphil. Such a lovely moisturizer. I'm still testing it out. I'm almost halfway through. I'm going to speak about this moisturizer in length, but I'm going to keep it for another video. But the next product will have to be this Rose Serum Primer. This is from the Wet n Wild, from their Photo Focus range. I really wanted to try a different primer. I thought I'll try this today, and later on I read it is a serum. So if you are someone who has open large pores like me, this is something that is not going to, you know, kind of blur out the pores. You will have to use a silicone based primer like the way I did. But if you are someone who wants that hydration, then this is something you can definitely try. And my skin is feeling a little bit too dry. That is the reason I wanted to go in for a hydrating serum, and I chose this one. However, today was the very first time that I used it, and I want to use it some more to come up with an honest opinion about this one. Then coming to the star of today's video, and that would have to be this eyeshadow crayon from K-Beauty. It is in the shade Amethyst. As you already know, I love the crayon sticks from K-Beauty. They are smooth, they are buttery, they are matte, and they are highly pigmented. So this particular one is metallic, but I found that as I was blending, you know, the pigmentation was slightly wearing off and I had to keep layering it, which is okay because that is the case with most eyeshadow sticks. Once you start to blend it or you use a transition color, the intensity of the color starts to get lesser, and then you can definitely add more color just the way I did. But what a beautiful shade. You can definitely amp up this look further by adding some more glitter on top. You can add a pair of falsies and this look would really reach another level. But I wanted to keep today's look as simple as possible so that you guys can try it. And I hope you guys liked today's tutorial, and I honestly hope that you guys try and recreate it. If you try and recreate it, please do not forget to tag me. I would love to see your recreations. And with that, this video would have to come to an end, and it is time for me to take your leave on this video right here. But before I go, I wanted to quickly remind you that please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please do like this video. Also, kindly share this video with your friends and family. It would mean the absolute world to me. And with that, it's time for me to say bye-bye to you on this video. Until the next time, you know the drill. Stay extra kind and be your own kind of beautiful.